Kenyans across the country are increasingly turning to tree planting, clean energy and sustainable land use as new frontiers to earn from the global carbon credit market, a multi-billion shilling opportunity that connects local climate action to international buyers seeking to offset their emissions. With the world racing to cut greenhouse gases, carbon credits, essentially tradable certificates for reducing or removing 1 ton of carbon dioxide or its equivalent, have become a prized commodity.
The projects can be started at different levels. It can be through community projects. It can be through individual projects, that is even on your farm. It can be even on government-owned land. But for farmers, the way they can participate as individuals. They can also participate as a community so that they can start these carbon projects.
Dr. Jasper Omwenga, Climate Change Adaptation Officer at the National Environmental Authority, says that the government has developed policies to help ordinary Kenyans access the carbon market, whether through reforestation, adopting renewable energy like solar, or investing in clean cooking technologies.
The procedure of starting a carbon project is spelled out in the carbon market regulations of 2024 on what a developer should put in place to ensure that this project qualifies to be a carbon project.
But how does it work? For every ton of carbon emissions avoided or absorbed, say by planting trees or installing biogas systems, a project earns a carbon credit. International buyers, often big companies like airlines, vehicle manufacturers or tech firms, purchase these credits to offset their own emissions, paying an average of Kenya shillings 3,000 or more per ton, depending on the project.
We have scientifically proven methods of measuring the amount of carbon dioxide that is removed from the atmosphere by these trees. We say the amount of carbon dioxide which has been sequestered by these trees. So if these are measured and then they are converted into carbon credit, 1 carbon credit is equivalent to 1 ton of CO2.
In 2024 alone, Kenya generated over 20 million tons of carbon credits, according to the Kenya Climate Innovation Center, bringing in more than 60 billion to local communities and businesses. Projects range from reforestation in the Mau Forest to mangrove restoration in Lamu and to clean cookstove programs in rural homes.
The carbon registrar is going to have a register of all those activities. Then is also going to keep the number of carbon credits generated by various proponents. We just know that project A produces this number of carbon credits. This is where they are. Have they been issued? Have they been traded? What balance do we have? etc. So mainly we are going to have a carbon registry at NEMA.
Yet their path isn't without challenges. Experts warn of complex certification processes, limited technological know-how among smallholder farmers, and the need for fair benefit sharing so that local communities don't get left behind.
Each project has a crediting period. There is a time that this carbon project proponent has committed himself to generate the carbon credits. There are some which generate up to 20 years or even beyond. So that means each year after verification that indeed you produced this amount of carbon credits and it met the requirements, then you can continue offering the carbon credits to the market every year. Yes, until the project comes to an end or the project is retired.
The government, together with NGOs and private partners, are now rolling out training programs to help Kenyans understand how to monitor, verify and sell their carbon credits, including using mobile platforms to track projects and connect with buyers worldwide.
NEMA, wherever it is, those are representatives of the Director General, who is the designated national authority for carbon markets, so farmers can go there and then they get more advice on how they can start the carbon projects.
As the climate crisis intensifies, Kenya's natural resources, its forests, wetlands, farmlands, and even rooftops covered with solar could become key players in the global push for a greener planet. But tapping into this opportunity will require knowledge, trust, and investment.
So carbon credits it's just a bonus. We just talk of a bonus, but our main goal is to ensure that we are contributing to reduced emissions to the atmosphere. So as we are doing this project, then the additional benefits we get is the carbon credits, which can be sold. And then to whoever is interested, then it fetches returns. And then mostly we see financial returns that also accompany these projects.
From the village farmer planting trees to the urban household switching to solar, carbon credits offer a pathway where climate action meets economic opportunity. The question now is, are we ready to fully unlock Kenya's green potential? For Voice of Nature, I'm David Kagina.